My name is To the Gates Erickson, and welcome back to another episode of Hearthstone Deck Brewing. Now, this is about a day and a half late, almost 2 days now. It probably will be 2 days by the time I'm finished with the fourth one. But I had my friend who I stream with for League come up and hang out with me this weekend, so my stuff got interrupted. I managed to get my Subnautica stuff out on time, but today we're going to go over the deck brewings. So I decided to do themes for each week. Last week was Reno. The first 6 were like the introduction to the new Gadget Stand meta. And then, as you can see, I've still got my 9 decks that I've been playing on ladder out. But today we're going to focus on, this week, we are going to focus on aggro. So the first thing we're going to do is Warlock. I'm going to custom deck. So, we are going to play Discard Lock. Yeah. So, we're going to grab 2 Malchezaar Zimps, because whenever you discard a card, draw a card. And it's a 1 through 1. Flame Imps, because Flame Imps, strongest card. Voidwalker. Dark Peddler. Darkshire Librarian. Darkshire Councilman, Silverware Golem, Imp Gang Boss, now here's the issue, whether or not to play Crystal Weavers or Dark Iron Dwarfs. I think I like Dark Iron Dwarfs a little better. So, Abusive Surgeons. I'm like not going like directly because I forget to put cards in if I don't forget. So we got the Abusive Surgeons. I'm making sure to get what do we got? The Knife Jugglers in here. And then Doom Guards. I think this deck just plays Doom Guards in its 5-drop slot. And then it plays, I'm going to play Dark Iron Dwarfs. Most people play Defender of Argus. I like Dark Iron Dwarf better because it's a turn in. So let's see what we got here. Go back. Get that. Possess Villagers, Soulfire, Power Overwhelming. Does this deck not play Power Overwhelming? That would look like the end of it. I want a couple more 2-drops, so I'm going. Let's see. What should I take out of the deck currently? Because it's got 14 1-drops. Voidwalker is just good into other aggro decks. Malchezaar Zimp is just good into other aggro decks. Possessed Villagers is good. Flame It, Abusive Sergeant. This is a very big issue. I think I'm going to go with the Possessed Villagers because Malchezaar Zimps and Voidwalkers are just nice. So we're going to get rid of the Possessed Villagers. And I think I'm going to go to 1 Power Overwhelming. And what did I want to play? Ooh, I wanted to play Direwolf Alphas. And a Crate and a Chemist. Sorry, Crazed Alchemist. So this is basically one of those all-around things. Like, it's got the Power Overwhelming to burst out. It's gonna have the Crazed Alchemist in hopes that you draw Crazed Alchemist in time to catch the Doomsayers when they come down. I personally love Dark Iron Dwarf because of it's just a bigger Abusive Sergeant that just is so much stronger. Like, he's 1 mana 4 mana. They're effectively the same thing, but Dark Iron Dwarf gives you the +2/+0. I say +2/+0. It gives you the 2 attack. I'm playing with only the 2 Doom Guards, which is interesting for me. I usually play with 2 Doom Guards, a Leroy, 2 Dark Iron Dwarfs, and a Gromak. But this is not that deck, as I am sure everyone is aware of. So, I want the Direwolf Alphas to like just put a little more power into the minions, like because Abusive Sergeant got nerfed, and Malchezaar's Imp becomes kind of useful if you Malchezaar's Imp drop a Direwolf Alpha on turn 2. It becomes a 2/3. It's a little hard to deal with, or a little harder to deal with. I also don't have the Possessed Villagers because they don't really ring to this deck. Darkshire Librarians because Battlecry Death Rattle. Like they basically say draw 2 cards as long as you have Malchezaar's Imp. And they are a 3/2 for 2. Good pressure, good stuff. Silverware Golem is a very unique card that I haven't got to see a lot worked with. But it is just monstrous when it comes down. When it hits off a disc, when you discard it, it comes down. I'm not playing Fists of Jaraxxus. I'm not like, or Tiny Knights of Evil. Like those were like full commit to discard, and this is basically just strong aggro. Like this is just strong aggro with the discard mechanics. I'm not sure how Direwolf Alpha actually fits into the deck, and I'm not sure how Crazed Alchemist fits into the deck. I'm hoping that this works really well. I'm going to be missing the Possessed Villagers because I do have the Darkshire Councilmans in here, and those will trigger Darkshire Councilman twice and Knife Juggler. But I'm hoping that these 4 cards in the late game will be able to finish me the game enough with just the one Power Overwhelming is in there. I wanted it. It's pretty nice. I hope it goes well in there. That's basically it. This deck's pretty straightforward. You want to resolve a Malchezaar's Imp or a Flame Imp on turn 1, or Voidwalker and Malchezaar's Imp on turn 1. Go into like Dark Peddler, Darkshire Librarian turn 2. Turn 3, Knife Juggler into like Flame Imp, or you can resolve Flame Imp on turn 1. Or you go Knife Juggler into Soulfire into hopes to hit a Silverware Golem. You play Silverware Golem on turn 2 or turn 3 for free while getting 4 damage off. It's pretty interesting. This deck has a lot of like interesting lines of play that I'm not really used to. I'm more of like the classic aggro lock or Zulok kind of stuff. Like that's kind of how I play. I'm kind of messing with my chat here so I can see if people are telling me that I should be doing otherwise. But basically, this is kind of just, holy crap, I'm about to, alright, I didn't want that reverberating through. I had to mute myself there. But basically, this is just like a very versatile version of Discard Lock. I've got the 1 Crazed Alchemist in there in the hopes that when I see the Doomsayer on turn 2, I can make it kill it, I can make it die. That's just all it really is. Once again, like, you just curve out Imp Gang Boss, Dark Iron. It's just like, it's got the Dark Iron Dwarfs instead of like, I don't know, what is the 4-drop? Defender of Argus? I don't like Defender of Argus. It feels very defensive into other decks, and I felt like this is not a deck that I wanted to pull any punches with at all. This video is going to be a little shorter than the other ones, I guess, because it's kind of easy to brew Discard Lock. So, this is Disco Lock. Disco Lock. So this is going to be Disco Lock. It's going to go right into there. It's going to be the 10th deck. I delete these decks after I'm done building them, so they don't actually take up space. But this is a deck that I want you guys to vote for. Whichever deck gets the most likes or views will be streamed on Saturday, which is the day before Christmas, which is, I'm gonna try and do it anyways. I don't really know if I'll be able to. I will try and stream it on Friday then if I don't leave. But it's either going to be Friday or Saturday. And depending on, like, last time I streamed with these things, they did pretty good. Last week was Green Unlock, and then the week before that was Warrior. Warrior Control was streamed on my homepage, my Twitch page, which is Paste for Days, no capitals, no spaces. Please follow that if you want to see me stream more Hearthstone. But otherwise, I will probably post the winner to YouTube. So thank you all for watching. This has been another Hearthstone deck brewing with To The Gates Erickson. I will see you in my next brew. Thank you.